glasses are both polarized.
Okay, I think we're on air. Okay. Wait ya, nge-share link biasa, namanya juga streamer pemula. Sip, dan baik lagi semua ke GreedFall, cuman gua udah main sih sebenarnya, udah main sedikit lebih jauh daripada kemarin, jadi mungkin gua bisa recap yang gua inget. Ini sampai mana sih? Oke, situ ya. Oke, welcome to San Mateus. Ini tempatnya si Seleme, orang-orang yang religius itu. Kemarin gue udah ke apa ya namanya, apa gitu, pokoknya ke fraksi satunya udah gue laluin di situ banyak misinya. Ini makanya sekarang kita di Seleme. Nah, ini masuk sini, ini orang nih.
What do you want now?
Udah ngajak ribut.
Nothing. It's all right.
Jadi ini orang masuk sini, nih orang udah ngebunuh orang depan kita. Di depan gue maksudnya. Sayang banget nggak di stream, cuman ya udahlah ya. Nah, dia ngebakar, dan ini juga mereka bisa nangkep beast yang ini. By the way, gue sempat lawan beginian kemarin juga. Mati mulu, susahnya setengah mampus. Sekarang kita lanjutin dulu aja misi di sini. Ada meet the natives in San Mateus. Gue ini dulu deh. Kayaknya agak ini misinya. Mendingan balikin dulu ke ini. Wait, ini ada ini deh. Ada yang chat. Wey, Dims, thank you. Ini kita speak sama dia dulu.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
Halo. Makasih udah masuk stream.
I must leave you.
Kita coba ke itu dulu deh. Coba balik ke userin dulu deh. Enggak. Gue suka banget sih anjir nih, loading seringnya kayak gini, jadi di camp gitu kan. Bener-bener kayak perjalanan jadinya. Ini basically all this tuh loading screen anjir. Ini duitku berapa gue? 120. Wah. Nanti kalau udah nge-lag kayak gitu tuh berarti udah bisa melalui. You may continue your road. Oke. Ini armor gua baru nih. Kemarin kayak nggak ke-stream deh. Armor Explorer. Oh iya, lupa gua. Ini armor baru nih. Lebih bagus daripada kemarin, cuman sayangnya sama nggak beda jauh. Oh bukan armor Explorer, Ulcer in Koreas. Cuma tetap aja gue diserangnya gede setengah mati. Gue diserang sekali kena serang belum mati, setengah darah. Oke. Aku saudara kita dulu. Oh iya, kemarin setiap kita ngeliat saudara kita nih kayak dia makin hari makin sakit gitu. Kita lihat kenapa, pasti jelasin sih, unless gue bego terus ngelakuin sesuatu. Hey bruh.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you. I've been to the neighboring cities as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information.
I would not have allowed anything bad to happen to him, Your Highness.
Oh, it's just us here, Kurt. Why not continue to call me by my given name? Carry on with your story, cousin. I'm impatient to know what secrets our illustrious neighbors have discovered.
The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be a result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon. An evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our inquisitors are hardly diplomats and... But I should let you finish, my son.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets, and Taleme hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Taleme and their inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful. I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on his investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my son.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
I've been thinking about this story of the ruins, about the secret of my father. I want to discover what he is hiding. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You are thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
I guess
Very well.
he is
Anything else?
quite smart in the end.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Okay. Let's compose my team. Ini bentar dulu, mau pakai dia. Kita balik lagi untuk submission. Oke, ini sama ini ya. Kita balik dulu ke San Mateus. Oh, come on. Tarel. Oh, jadi yang jadi ngomong.
Green blood, my friend.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Rainer. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I need the help of my...
I'm sorry,
Bentar ya,
but there are other matters I have to attend to first.
Submission di
I
situ dulu.
see. Come find me again when you have some time. Anything else?
Oke,
I
bro.
must leave you.
Just wait for a minute. Oh, not really a minute. Kita selesaiin dulu submission di sini. Terus submission kardinal karena palingan juga di sini. Baru deh ke card. Woods. Anjir nggak bisa nih. Oh, ada di sini. Oke, sekalian ini. Sorry guys. Biasa panggilan. Ya, apa ya? Oh. Bosan. Gua kira camp. Ya, ntar aja deh. Ini rambut sini. Loh, terus kemana anjir? Oh, ini by the way udah gue coba bunuh tuh, cuma gue gak dapet apa-apa. Terus sampai itu kan bisa dapat apa kayak daging rusak. Hey natives.
Please, I come because of a message that was sent to me.
Wait, this is the Onol Menawi of the Lugay de Blau, the one we wanted to talk to.
Okay. You just killed an inquisitor. Well, can't blame you.
I came following the instructions you had left the secretary of our embassy, but I wasn't expecting to find you near the corpse of a member of the Ordo Luminis.
We were told that there was a man different from the other Renaigse amongst the Lugay de Blau. Someone who sometimes helped our people. This is why we talked to the man in the large house. But we don't really know who you are.
My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. It means that I am in charge of the diplomacy with the other nations. And yes, I have helped your people a few times.
A diplomat is someone who talks, right?
Right.
Not someone who fights.
I can
I
fight
know how
though.
to fend for myself, if that's your question. But will you tell me why you made me come here?
2 nights ago, we attacked a group of Red Suns who were taking away some of our people. Many of them fled. But we captured this man, and we made him talk. We wanted to know where they took our brothers. And he talked about a secret camp.
Why would the Inquisition take natives to a secret camp?
To confuse their minds. They torture them until they
Praise the
renounce
sun.
the truth and praise the sun. This Red Sun was mocking us. He said they would burn us, like the others. He had killed some of my brothers, so I killed him.
Fair enough.
If what you say is true, then indeed, we cannot let the Inquisitors continue. But because you killed him, we can only take your word for it.
Maybe not. The Red Sun had a key on him. And also some words sealed in bark. We do not know how to set them free. But the Renaigse do, don't they?
True. I
The
suppose.
letter ordered this man to join the escort party of a group of natives. This partly confirms what you told me.
Do the words say where the camp is located?
No, but the address of the Inquisitor is written.
What is an address?
This is how we refer to the place we live in. I suppose the key you found is the key to his door.
So you can go to his house and look for more words.
I suppose so.
You must do it, or the suns will keep burning our people.
That
Very
is
well.
true.
I will go visit this man's home. I will come back to you if I learn anything more.
Hurry. Our brothers may be dying in the meantime.
Yeah, the Red Suns are kind of fucked up.
Go back to town. We'll wait for you here.
We need to know where they are.
But I guess the Bridge Alliance isn't really that heroic either. Basically in this game, everyone is fucked up. Even us, sometimes. Sometimes. Anchor. Mungkin gua harus beli ini kali, bajunya satu-satu biar untuk ini sneak.
Locked.
Goblok, use key coy.
If other sons come here, they'll burn me.
Okay, sorry guys, panggilan.
This letter mentions a secret camp. Apparently our man was involved in its creation. It also talks about a chest he would have had in the quarters of the Order, here in San Mateus. We may find clues there that will allow us to discover the location of the camp. If this chest exists, there must be a key. It has to be here. Let's continue searching.
Ya, udah dapat.
It's a key. Most likely the key to a chest, with the emblem of the Ordo Luminis. I don't think we'll find anything else here. Let's leave and see what this chest contains.
Buset ya, ini game dinarasiin semuanya. Oke. Hello.
Hey, you! Who are you? And what are you doing in Father Claudius's home?
De Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation.
My colleague has been away for the last few days. May I know exactly what it is about your status as a diplomat that gives you the right to enter his home in his absence?
My status is the reason why the Mother Cardinal asked me to investigate. She wants to know where Father Claudius might have disappeared to. I offered to go to his home to see if I could find some information, hence why I'm here.
Really? Well, I find that very strange. Why would the Mother Cardinal ask that some strangers who do not belong to our order try to find him?
How would we know? Perhaps you want us to go find her together. I'm sure she'll be delighted to see how you've been treating the representative of one of her allies.
That won't be necessary, but know that I am keeping an eye on you.
As you wish. I hope I don't see you again, Father.
I doubt this sly, bitter man believed your lies. We'll probably see him again.
We should make use of this moment of respite to go visit the quarters of the Order and find the chest there. Let's hope they aren't infested with members of the Inquisition.
I mean, it's okay. I can deal with them, I think. I mean, one of them died by the natives. Only 3 natives. Maximum 5. Can take 1. And the others could take 1 each. The privilege of having a power. Wish I have that in real life. Praise the sun. Apa anjir? Definitely not here, I guess. The fact that there's no one here concerns me. But I gotta give it to them though, they do wear cool armor. Di bawah cukup. Oke, seharusnya sini. Am I blind? Search the office of investor quarters. Okay, this is definitely not the office. Oh, okay. There's a door here. I'm fucking blind. We hope that we can count on you to accept a new delivery. Claudius, we hope that we could count on you to accept a new delivery of native heretics in our camp. We would also like you to be in charge of the conversations of the most refractory native subjects. Refractory apa ya? I recommend you to follow the most discreet path possible in order to meet us. The path that goes between the rocks to the east of the city and leads to the secluded glade where we built the camp, as it is imperative that our operation remains secret for now. May the Enlightened protect you.
Thanks to these documents, we'll be able to show the natives where the conversion camp is, and the times when new prisoner convoys will get there too.
The Ordo Luminis is fearsome in a fight. If the natives attack the camp, they risk being slaughtered. But given the methods of the Inquisitors, I almost want to give them a hand.
We could take care of it ourselves, right? Why not? Seriously? Okay. Tapi gue mau ini. Shadow impact. Oh, ini nih. Habis ini baru dapat setelah truk enggak bos. Ini feeling gua nih kayaknya udah mati ya. Saya itu I mean the Inquisitors aren't that dumb, I hope. Wouldn't be fun if they are.
So, did you discover anything?
I did. I found some information that should allow you to locate the conversion camp. And I also found a note about a prisoner convoy coming soon.
Why come and tell us all of this if your intention is just to betray us?
Betray you? How so?
You're not the ones this so-called legate betrayed. We are.
You? I have no commitment to your order. It is with Thélème that we are allied. Your nation, that you are prepared to drag into a war against the natives, with the sole purpose of converting a few of them in your torture camp, even if you have to kill all the others.
What are you talking about? Are you saying Claudius managed to complete his great conversion camp project?
Don't pretend that you did not know.
I did not, but now that I do, I will do everything in my power to continue his work. And the first step would be to eliminate those who would denounce us. The Mother Cardinal focuses too much on politics, when she should be following her faith instead.
We will fight these monsters by your side, Onol Menawi.
Close to his
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. These men were our enemy. The monsters torturing my people.
Even though the Ordo Luminis' actions are atrocious, Thélème must not learn of our involvement in this matter. Our alliance could suffer.
Do not worry about it. We won't tell them.
And we will make these bodies disappear. Nobody will ever know what happened to them.
Except for our Mal, of course. Queen Deirdre will be grateful to you for helping us.
Okay.
I hope this will help our relations in the future.
In any case, do not worry about this camp. She will not let our people be imprisoned. She may even ask for your help in destroying it.
Perhaps. In the meantime, please give her my regards.
Bertir to mad on all Menawi. And thanks again.
We friendly with the natives. Nice. Ah, damn. Gue gak bisa ngeliat tubuhnya. Not Inquisition clothes, man. For sneaking purposes, of course. I mean, to be honest, they are kind of cool. I like this one best. terus. Oh, oke. Berarti coba di sini terus dulu.
My child, I'm happy that you are here.
Please do.
I've known the Mother Cardinal for quite some time. She is a formidable woman, gifted and diplomatically skilled. I fear that your cousin might be a little defenseless when dealing with her and would like to give him a few weapons.
What do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not only a matter of formal encounters and choreographed etiquette. If we had the means to action more personal leverage, the Mother Cardinal could not manipulate your cousin.
How could we ever find anything of that sort?
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child. It's our task to discover Cornelia's.
That's accepted.
Very well. Let's go and discover what the governor would rather keep hidden from the world.
Excellent.
How would you like to go about this?
We must search her apartments in St. Matthias. They'll be guarded, of course. But if we are discreet, that shouldn't be a problem.
This is taking quite a risk. The congregation's reputation could suffer if we're caught, and my cousin's position would be weakened.
I know. But keep in mind that I know the palace extremely well. And if we want to be sure to pass without being noticed, we need only dress ourselves up as servants.
That would improve our chances. Well, let's do it.
Okay. Siora. Bentar deh, Siora. Let's finish this mission. Gue butuh shop dulu untuk beli baju. Urusan kontak gimana coba? Harus beli baju dulu, cok.
Products are a blessing. Don't hesitate to have a rummage around.
Anjir, kok mahal? Kok mahal? Keren sih, to be honest. Inquisitor robe. What's this? Hey, I have this. What? Kok dia bisa dari mana nih?
Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Okay. Oh, no. Ini gua nggak beli, pasti dapet. Ini beli. Agak nggak terlalu jauh sih. Fuck. Ya sudah, coba dulu. Turning people for personal gain. Oh, ada misi dia.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
Wih, iyalah main terus. Coba nggak GreedFall? Ada nggak sih di PC? Discuss sesuatu.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Your Eminence, we have reorganized the basement room as you ordered. The damage caused by your Excellence's guest was substantial, and we regretfully had to replace the carpets which had been heavily stained. I hope you will find the new carpets to your taste, and made sure the key to the room was on desk as usual. The key. Usually there's one here, but I guess it won't be that easy now.
May the Enlightened bless you.
Anjir, kita bisa masuk gini aja ya. Gila banget sih, bisa masuk gini aja.
Good day.
I guess the story writing is not that good after all. We can just go wherever we want. Kind of doesn't make sense, doesn't it?
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors, by order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
Comfortable boost. Beli, harus beli. Gak ada apa, gak ada baju juga sih. Can we kill someone for it? Oh, ini dia nggak bisa.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Or don't hesitate to have a rummage. Goodbye. May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Ini remove gimana caranya?
Well, this is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place. For goodness sake! This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
Wah, anjir.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh, here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Thélème, unfortunately.
I see.
Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
True.
Locked.
Maksiat. Scout put list many loans made from a moneylender called the Magpie. For every expense, there is a corresponding money input which completely cancels it. The sums are astronomical. However, there is no mention of where this money came from. There are also many recurring payments to a certain candy king.
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
True. Let's get out of here. Games. Activities of the rich. Can blame them, yes. No, actually we could. Armor. Wah, armor lu cuma 72 ya. Yes. Gua nggak bisa nge-drive, itu udah nggak ada. Hey, sokap nih. Nggak salah sih anjing, bukan Helsing. Tinggal pakai pistol, tapi gue nggak bisa pakai pistol sih. Nggak ambil skillnya, pakai magic. Oke, berarti semoga saya bisa speech. Question that prosecutes. Milih order langsung dapetin nasi. Skillnya udah ke build ya, mohon maaf. Oh deh.
Here comes our pay, boys. To my health and death to the others. Move away. About to get dicey.
Loot, duit. Duit. Oh, nice. Aku bisa ngasihin itu ini. Because your armor sucks. Malah ngurang.
Greetings. Quartermaster Herbert. I'm in charge of these barracks. And you are?
Desade, legate of the congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. And what can I do for you?
That will be all, Quartermaster. Thank you.
Of course, I guess I'm so dumb sometimes. Ke bawah. Whorehouse-nya di bawah barracks, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Tapi yang kota satunya juga kayak gini.
So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
Father, do you want to explain to this man why we are here?
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation. Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Aduh, sorry nih, lagi banyak panggilan hari ini.
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients, and I have no desire to answer your questions.
Bukan.
That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
I think she's the cutest one.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we're here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well,
secret.
What do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me. But I don't know them.
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name.
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony. Admit it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, but he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. This woman in the green coat, could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important then.
Probably the Mother Cardinal.
Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Of course, darling. As I said, I don't even remember the subject. Wah, kosong banget, nggak ada musik ya.
Can I get you anything?
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
I'm looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before, but I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
What can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane? Everyone speaks about him, or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Anjir, ngapain coba dari bawah suruh ke atas, suruh ke bawah lagi.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. You never heard of them? Quite a few come here and bet fortunes.
And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see. And that's all that counts.
I'm looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in, especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. I must be going.
Next time, then.
Okay. The port at night. Son Mateos.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
Actually, I do.
I'll get straight to the point. I have bad news for you. I know about the decadent parties at the palace. I know that you take part in them.
What? But what are you talking about?
Stop acting all innocent. I have all the evidence I need to incriminate you. Although your reputation isn't spotless, there are others who have a lot more at stake than you. What if I were to spread it around town that you boast about being there? You know what happens when tongues wag too much.
That's enough. All right, I get the message. What do you want?
It would appear that you know the Mother Cardinal very well. I know that she borrowed money from you. I even know how much. What I want to know is why.
Anjir, gak gua apa-apain anjir deh.
Do you really think that my clients tell me everything about their lives?
Does she still owe you money?
No, she always pays me back on time. And with interest.
Do you think she's
Kalau yang
plundering
ini
the
mah
city
belum
funds?
bersalah coy.
If that
Yang
were the case,
Inquisitor
the funds
tuh,
would have been
kalau tadi lu lihat,
depleted long
gak
ago.
jelas anjir.
Nah, the money's coming from elsewhere.
Tell me about Candy Cane.
Sendam ke
We're
the
not
ranch
close,
anjir.
if that's what you want to know. I just know his name, like everyone else.
Anjir,
I mean,
Dr. Phil.
there are some rumours. They say he does his business in the basement of the Coin Tavern.
What kind of business?
Nothing to do with my line of
Bukannya salah
business.
emang.
He deals in arena fights, which are beyond me.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
Well, you better be.
So, how do you see things, my child?
Or your head will
I
be on a
think that the
stone.
usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Anjir, ujung-ujungnya nanya ya. Korup nih negara. loot. Berjalan. Gelap banget dah.
Here comes our pay, boys!
And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Easy money. Anjing telepon bang. Oh iya, kasih ke ini ya. Kota nggak gede-gede amat, baik banget banditnya dah. Kemana coba? Oke, jangan lupa nih. Wah, ini muter asal. Oh, ada jalan ini. My, banyak orang nih.
Good evening.
Candy cane.
Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed.
Petrus.
Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you...
How do you...
You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Kill anjing ya udah. Nah, sekarang misinya sih ini. Kurt, Captain Kurt. Disappointed. Tapi ya cuk, disappointed. Wait. One out of 10 aja. Nggak salah sih, gue juga ini. Tapi kan belum selesai misinya dia. Belum klimaks. Masih pikir-pikir dulu dia, namanya juga orang tua. Penuh dengan pikiran doi. Jualan barang dulu dah, anjir. Bro, mau jual barang.
Don't hesitate to have a rummage around.
Sell, please. Jangan. jual lah. Gak butuh gua anjir. Crystal Jogja, Soldier Boots jual aja. Tuh Soldier Boots dia ya. Wah goblok. Wah PA. Wah, belinya 23 anjing, 5 mahal. Goblok. Bodo amat deh anjing. Magic Kraken. Unicorn medal. Boleh nih buatin. Aku bisa jual ini ya, potion ya. Dua lumayan. Salah lagi ya kalau orang.
Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Divine blessing. Ini kapan naiknya dah? Loh, kok nggak bisa sih? Oh, butuh willpower jancuk. Oh, Brown Brigandine. Tuh. Belum dipilih dan cuy. Itu mana coba? Sebenarnya pasti ada mesin isi sih sekarang sih. Ini dapat dari mana ini? The hell? Strength 2 anjir. Magic Dragon. Nice. This is wah willpower. Lah, ini yang gue beli asal. Ini taruh ke ini. Goblok. Incompletable. Oh, dia pakai pistol. Siapa yang pakai rifle? Wah, nggak bisa ngadain pakai rifle. Jual aja dulu. Jual aja deh. Kita ke Dr. Amiro. Okay. Right, you there.
Green blood, my friend. I can't stop thinking about Rainer and what happened to him. Let me know when you're ready to accompany me to those bastards' training camp. I need the help of my best student.
Of course, let's
How
fucking
can I
go.
refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Petrus, ntar deh. Remove. I need to sell things. Oh iya bener, gua harus bikin potion lagi. Just in case. Wah, nggak ada lagi bahan. Borage 2 kali 10, 20. Borage dapat dari mana? Wah, ada apa ya? Oke, 8 better than nothing. Candu lagi. Miskin. Oh, ada. Oke. Full power 3 4 anjir untuk itu. Ini nggak ada ini ya. Perasaan ada deh. Aduh, ya ntar aja. Mungkin di kelas ada.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
It is an honor. Dekat barracks sekali. Poster itu untuk misi-misi duit pasti ada. Oh iya, ini
jual.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the culture. Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out
Apa
of
ini bro?
style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Di port tidak ada.
You'll find all you need. Welcome. It's such. Have you seen? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the culture. Cheer for the alcohol.
Istro cover listrik. Giving spells. Value. Another random line. Oh, bisa ke atas lagi sih. Oh, bisa deh. Oh, chest. Better than nothing. Bangsat. 3 gold tadi.
Here comes our pay, boys!
Iya, itu kurang gitu. ya ada yang bagus 55. Ini bandit banyak gini di sekitar sini, ada orang mati, garsnya kemana? Kembaliin. Loh. Wih. Oke. Ntar gue punya berapa ya? Distraction tuh lihat ternyata pasti buat bagus nih. Terus tuh jualan. Shadow Regiment. That's how soft you are.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I'm Siora, Donegad, of the Gaiusrad.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What goes on here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we do in here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
Does this man not realize that I'm a Donegad?
I noticed you're a native, but you're a friend of Kurt's, so I trust you will be discreet.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
What is it you do here?
The native...
Does this...
I noticed...
I see the and yet I've never...
We're still in the... And our leaders...
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Rainer.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My condolences. I was told he died in an accident in the harbor.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable, but these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Rainer.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry. I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really. Lieutenant!
Respectfully, Captain.
Here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline, and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolfe in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, yes, of course.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is the governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Rainer, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron?
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
Hello, soldier.
Captain, we need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No. Of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence. Captain.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
You can't hide the lies. Soldier!
Captain!
At ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it. You're very united in this squadron. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Rainer sound familiar to you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Rainer. And we're lucky to have the lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First-class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear. But he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Lieutenant.
Captain.
My friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Rainer trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Rainer fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell?
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the Shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadron's, Captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Rainer.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Rainer left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Lieutenants! Report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go!
Are
you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry. Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
What's really going on here? We know that Rainer didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
And they call us barbarians. We could never put our own children through this.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
As for Rainer, Do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Rayna's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise I'll soon be as dead as Rayna.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain?
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Kurt, Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Rayna wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. The recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You knew about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
You're full of anger, Sengots. Take a deep breath and think. Then tell us your plan.
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Aduh, baik diskusi deh kita nih. Sorry.
Strange. There's no one left in this part of the camp.
Maybe they're in the combat pit behind the barracks. I saw it when I visited the camp. Or they've already left for their night training. Let's find Rolf's office. He surely has the key to the basement.
Captain Rolf, congratulations for the work you have done. You have perfectly fulfilled your mission so far. And several of your ghost recruits have already accessed position close to the governors, as planned. Major Herman has informed me that you have suffered some casualties, but nothing susceptible of changing our plans. Continue on this path, and we should be ready to act shortly.
This letter is disturbing, Kurt. It confirms that several deaths have been disguised in order to keep this camp secret. But it says that the recruits trained here have been assigned to governors from different cities. And yet I'm sure that Constantine knows nothing about these elite units. The conclusion of the letter also confirms that the commander is pleased with what's been going on here.
So Torsten knew?
So it seems. Including about the deaths.
He's gone too far. He dishonors us all. Sieglinder was right.
Sieglinder? Sieglinder. Kemana ke bawahnya nih? Oh ini aja buta.
Locked. This room. What could have happened in here?
I know this smell only too well. Fear, blood, death.
These people have turned this place into a site of suffering. It will take years of work to erase its traces.
We have trained the new recruits as instructed, Captain. However, some of them seem to have a hard time with the lack of sleep, so they were sent to the Black Room to be toughened up. We suffered casualty, but the experience was very successful, and even though they came out slightly weakened, they were much more cooperative afterwards.
This document explains a lot. They torture the soldiers to break them. Raynor shows up on this list more than once. He gave them a lot of problems.
Those who resist too much are lynched during night training. Rolf, you'll pay for this.
Kurt, Wilhelm's name was added to tonight's training.
That's the young man who helped us, isn't it? They will probably kill him for it.
We can't let them kill him. We must stop this training immediately.
The risk is that Rolf will ambush us.
If this boy dies because of us, I will never forgive myself. I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Do you not know what I am? Can you not see the difference in the power we have? We have now idea of the force, and you got a one. The force. You have no idea the power of the force. Honestly. Look, kok nggak ada jalan. Oh.
Kurt, you're so predictable.
I knew you were a bastard. But I didn't think you'd be part of this disgrace.
Have fun, soldiers! The traitors must die!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We surrendered without resistance, to avoid a fight, and to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will happen to us if we don't obey. Enough! To arms! Attack!
Must I remind you what happened to Raynor?
And however many others perished to fuel the ambitions of this camp's leader.
Is this what you were promised when you were recruited?
No. No. Honor and glory. We've strayed far from all that. Let's surrender. Anything is better than dying here like dogs. How dare you? You know what awaits you.
Shut up, you idiots. You're no longer in a position to threaten anyone.
You're finally here.
Sorry, Captain. The boy resisted longer than planned.
You were spared the shame of seeing how far your comrades have fallen.
What happened?
They surrendered, like the weaklings they are.
That should make the next night training sessions interesting.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
He received the punishment for traitors and insurgents, like Raynor before him.
Kurt, I'm terribly sorry. We should have...
saved him first. We're responsible for his death.
Wow. You're a bleeding heart, Kurt.
You're right.
Recruits!
Kemana nih? Oh, bisa. Tunggu. How do you save him first?
I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You are full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason with them.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more. It's blocked.
Oh, harus upload tuh. Harus nikah sini. Gue nggak baca, Cok. kan. Gak bisa kabur kan. Susah. Oke, bisa. Asem salah ke jalan.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit.
Nggak bisa. Maksudnya gimana?
Rolf, you bastard! How could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this is how the best soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't. We're doing our best to avoid a fight.
Well, what do you want us? And we know what will. Enough!
Must I remind you what happened to Raina?
And however many.
Is this what?
No. Let's surrender.
How dare you?
Shut up, you idiot.
You're finally here.
Sorry, Cap.
You were spared the.
What happened?
They surrendered.
That should make.
What have you done with Wilhelm?
Loh.
He received the.
Good. Saved him.
You're a bleeding heart.
You're right.
Tunggu. Berarti Wilhelm di luar kali ya? Aduh, pusing. Di mana Wilhelm? Oh, bisa ke atas tuh.
I refuse to let these recruits pay for the bastards who manipulate them. Let's avoid spilling blood in vain.
You surprise me once again, Kurt. You're full of compassion for these youngsters.
They're just kids. There has to be a way to reason.
Ini anjir.
We'll do what we can, Kurt. I can't promise anything more.
Let's go. Oh, berarti bener ini ya? Bener laut sini. Ini. Salah cok. Gua nggak lihat ada dua. Load game mulu.
Despite what Wilhelm told me, I wasn't expecting this. He's getting destroyed.
They'll kill him. We can't let them get away with it.
Ayo anjing, gimana cara pas ke bawah?
Come on, if you're there. Come on, if you're there. Come on, if you're there.
Stop! We won't let you kill this boy like you killed Rainer.
Soldiers, do you realize what you're doing?
Captain? But...
You shouldn't be here. This time, you won't get away with it. To arms!
Do you know what happens to those who die in this regiment? Their bodies are thrown out like those of rabid animals. If you die here, you'll die without glory. No one will ever know what happened to you. I doubt that's what they promised you when you joined the Guard.
No. No, of course not.
A good soldier doesn't fight for glory. He fights to be the best.
No, soldier is a profession.
Then the Guard really has changed. Did you recruits leave your families to end up lynched and thrown into a ditch?
No. You're right, Captain. We never should have ended up here.
Traitors. Cowards. Deserters.
To my help! And death to the others!
Will you be all right?
I'm wounded, but I'll survive. Thanks to you. I'm eternally grateful.
Come, Wilhelm. We'll help you get home. We owe you that, at least.
I'm counting on you to bring him back to the camp in one piece.
Yes, Captain.
Well then, let's go. We can't let that vermin Rolf escape us.
Nice. This armor. Fucking coins.
Let's hope that Rolf didn't hear the sounds of combat. Surprise is our best ally.
You're right. Let's try to approach discreetly.
Sneak level 2. Intuition, eh? Oh, doesn't matter. Intuition penting juga. Let's go.
Nobody saw us. All we have to do is ambush them in the pit. Rolf, you bastard, how could you be part of this disgrace?
You know that this...
Save dulu in case switch gua nggak ini.
Soldiers are made. Soldiers, grab your weapons! Death to the traitors!
Stop! Soldiers, are you really going to obey these scoundrels? Do I need to remind you of the Guard's motto? Where is your honor?
I won't repeat myself, recruits. Execute these traitors!
Soldiers, listen to your captain. You are the victims of these monsters, and we are here to save you. We're doing our best to avoid a fight, to spare your lives.
Well, what do you want us to do? We have orders, and we know what will... Enough! To what?
Must I remind you what happened to Raina?
And however many others perished to fuel the ambitions of this camp's leader.
Is this what you were promised when you were recruited?
No. No.
Nice.
Honor and glory. We've strayed far from all that. Let's surrender. Anything is better than dying here like dogs.
How dare you? You know what awaits you.
Shut up, you idiots. You're no longer in a position to threaten anyone.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You've trained cowards.
Their training wasn't finished, Captain. And the speeches were so convincing.
Silence! Where is this second squadron? Should have been here a long time ago.
She died.
They're not coming, Rolf.
They surrendered too. It would appear that your training methods aren't very effective.
Now that you no longer have lackeys to send after us, Rolf, you'll have to get your own hands dirty.
I've dreamt of shutting that big mouth of yours up for so long.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Dari mana?
Will you be all right, Kurt?
Yes. Yes. I'll be fine. I'm just glad to know that this camp won't kill anyone else.
Mana
what about you,
magic?
Wilhelm?
Thank you for saving my life. Without you...
I hope you can forget all about this. This is not what the Guard is about.
I don't know if you'll be able to forgive us, Wilhelm.
I've been in your shoes on other nights. You didn't have the choice.
While we wait for this camp to close for good, you'll be under Wilhelm's command. You'll soon receive your transfer orders.
At your orders, Captain.
Glad it's you, Wilhelm.
You'll stay here for now. I'll send men I trust to come get you soon.
What do you want us to do?
I'll need backup if I really want to put an end to all of this. We must go see Major Sieglinder in New Serene. I need to tell her what was going on here.
Are you sure she wasn't involved?
Her? Never. She's old school. She already held the commander at a distance because she didn't like the direction the Guard was headed. He would have sacked her, or worse, if she didn't have so much support within the Guard. I should have listened to her.
There's no use brooding over the past. Let's go. We'll go and see her immediately.
Okay.
Sieglinder, I need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Kurt?
We've just returned from a training camp. A secret camp, where elite soldiers are trained. Through terror, humiliation, and torture.
Don't tell me that.
Yes. One of my recruits died, and he wasn't the only one. It is designed to create a regiment of assassins.
I am sorry, Kurt. I knew something was wrong, but I never would have thought it'd go that far.
We put an end to it all. We had to. But Torsten allowed it. Even encouraged it.
I told you that the Commander's ambition would end up leading us astray from the ideals of the Guard. And that we would pay the price for it.
Yes. At the time, I told you you were exaggerating. That he had his reasons.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to speak out, Sieglinder. And reveal the Commander's project to the Governor of the Congregation.
If I were as close to him and his family as you are, I would have done so a long time ago.
I know. I feel so stupid for not having understood Torsten's scheme until now.
You've always been a loyal person, Kurt. And too many loyalties are sometimes hard to reconcile. But Torsten betrayed us all. I'm counting on you to make him pay for it.
Believe me, he won't get away with it. Goodbye, Sieglinder.
Goodbye, Kurt. My men and I stand with you.
Nice. Oke, tinggal ini. Ribut. Jadi level 1. Oke. Oke, kayaknya segitu dulu aja untuk hari ini. Damn, that was long. Thank you banget semua untuk semua yang udah nonton. Kalau gue ada waktu untuk main di stream lagi, gue bakal main lagi. Terutama storynya Kurt, karena dia yang kayak paling banyak di stream deh. Di maksudnya paling banyak gue liatin di sini. Thank you again. See you soon.